Have you ever looked into the eyes of someone who betrayed you and smiled? Not out of forgiveness, but because deep down, you know they just awakened something far more dangerous than rage. They didn't hurt you, they hardened you. While they plotted your downfall, you were preparing in silence. While they laughed behind your back, you were mastering the art of stillness. And now you move like a shadow, calm, calculated, unstoppable. This isn't about petty revenge. This is about becoming a force so composed, so unshakable, that your enemies fall without you ever lifting a finger. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of discipline, knew that true power isn't loud. It's silent. It's subtle. It's deadly. He didn't shout or chase. He let his enemies crumble under the weight of their own chaos. And now you're about to learn the four silent but deadly ways to take down your enemies, Marcus Aurelius style. No screaming, no breakdowns, just cold strategy, ancient wisdom, and ruthless composure. Let's begin. Some of the deepest wounds don't bleed. They burn silently inside your chest, carved by the hands of those you once called trusted. They smiled in your face while twisting the blade behind your back. They didn't flinch. They didn't hesitate. They lied directly to your eyes and walked away as if loyalty meant nothing. That kind of betrayal doesn't just hurt. It changes you. It shakes the foundation of who you are, forcing you to see the world and yourself through a different lens. But here's the truth. Few ever tell you. Betrayal is not your breaking point. It's your rebirth. The moment trust is shattered, the illusions fall. You stop romanticizing loyalty. You stop giving people the benefit of the doubt they never earned. And most importantly, you stop shrinking yourself for people who never deserved a seat at your table. Pain has a way of sharpening your vision. Suddenly, the masks they wore are visible. The red flags you ignored are now sirens in your memory. But the greatest revenge is not in reacting. It's in rising. You don't become bitter. You become better. You don't seek vengeance. You become the kind of person they fear. Solid, cold, composed. The kind of presence that makes them choke on regret every time they hear your name. Let betrayal awaken the giant inside you. Let the sting of broken trust ignite your transformation. You are not broken. You are being reforged in fire. And when you rise, you'll realize something powerful. Those who betrayed you didn't end your story. They just gave you a far more dangerous chapter to write. The moment they crossed you, they didn't just spark your pain, they triggered your transformation. Weak men retaliate. They scream. They fight battles beneath them just to feel powerful. But the truly ruthless? They don't shout. They reinvent. You don't waste your time trying to prove a point to those who chose to misunderstand you. You let your growth speak volumes in the silence. Every moment they spent mocking you, you spent sharpening your edge. They fed off the idea that they wounded you. But your silence, that's the real echo. That's the part that keeps them up at night. Because they thought they ended you, when really they upgraded you. And now you're becoming something far greater than their imagination could ever handle. You don't chase revenge, you become the embodiment of it. You let your success speak where your rage once wanted to. Let your next chapter be so elevated, so powerful, so untouchable, that their name doesn't even belong in the same sentence. You rise in silence, you build in darkness. And when the world sees your glow, they won't see the pain. They'll see the power that was forged from it. You are no longer who they betrayed. You're the version of you they never saw coming. And the truth, that's the punishment. Because nothing screams louder than a person who refused to be destroyed and came back unrecognizable. Weaponize your composure. In a world addicted to outrage, your silence becomes the sharpest sword. Your enemies thrive on reaction. They crave the chaos, the yelling, the emotional storm. They want to pull you into the arena, to see you flail, lose control, and expose your weakness. But when you give them nothing, when you stare through their manipulation like it's smoke in the wind, you don't just protect yourself, you torment them. A composed man is unreadable, unpredictable, dangerous. Every time you refuse to engage, every time you walk away without a flinch, they're left chasing shadows. Your calm presence becomes a mirror to their madness. They lash out louder, hoping for any sign that they're getting to you. But nothing comes. Just your silence. Just your smirk. Just your next move, always calculated, never explained. Marcus Aurelius understood this better than anyone. Surrounded by traitors, jealous senators, and cowards with daggers behind their backs, he didn't scream. He didn't strike out in blind rage. He simply remained unmoved. His control became a weapon, his stillness, a storm waiting to erupt. And that's your lesson. Don't give them what they want. Don't fight battles designed to distract you. Instead, rise in silence. Let them burn out. Let them spiral while you remain the mountain they can't shake. Your composure isn't weakness, it's warfare. And in time, they'll realize the most terrifying revenge isn't fire or fury. It's watching you win without ever lifting your voice. Every insult, every betrayal, every sneer thrown your way wasn't a sign of their strength. It was fear. The fear of what you might become if you ever stopped playing small. They hoped the pain would break you, that you'd stay quiet, stay down, stay ordinary. But you chose to evolve. And that decision? That's what terrifies them most. You don't need to scream louder than them. You don't need to swing back. Your silence, matched with relentless self-improvement, is already cutting deeper than revenge ever could. While they gossip, you grind. While they circle in comfort, you're pushing your limits. Every step you take toward your potential casts a shadow over their mediocrity. That shadow, it's not yours to worry about. It's theirs to run from. Marcus Aurelius didn't crush his enemies through brute force. He outgrew them, outlasted them, and became so untouchable they couldn't exist in his world anymore. That's what true dominance looks like, not destruction, but elevation. You rise, and in doing so, they collapse under the weight of their own stagnation. So keep going. Build in silence. Grow like wildfire. Let your success be the roar they can't silence, the proof they can't deny. And when they finally see you at the top, thriving, calm, unstoppable, they'll realize the brutal truth. They never had the power to destroy you. Some men carry destruction in their very soul, and all you have to do is let them self-destruct. They lie, manipulate, and scheme thinking they're untouchable, but every step they take is a step closer to their own collapse. You don't need to scream, you don't need to strike, you need to stand still and let their demons finish the job. Because here's the truth, they are their own worst enemy. A liar weaves a web so tangled he'll eventually choke on his own story. A backstabber lives in paranoia, always afraid the next knife will come for him. And a manipulator, he builds a kingdom of mirrors. One crack and the whole illusion shatters. Their downfall isn't your responsibility, it's their destiny. And the most powerful move you can make is none at all. This is the path of Marcus Aurelius. He didn't chase down traitors. He didn't fight to be understood. He let time, silence, and truth be his greatest allies. He knew that those ruled by greed, jealousy, and pride would ultimately destroy themselves. And they did. Not with swords, but with their own hands. So when they lie about you, smile. When they mock you, stay silent. When they try to provoke you, walk past them like a ghost. Your stillness is punishment. Your progress is torture. And your indifference, that's the blade they never see coming. So now you know, true power doesn't explode in noise. It moves in silence. It waits in stillness. It sharpens itself in the shadows while the world sleeps. The ones who tried to break you never realized they were building you. The betrayal that was meant to destroy you only carved out the version of yourself they were never prepared to face. You don't fight fire with fire. You smother it with indifference. You don't battle with fools. You outgrow them so completely they can't even exist in your atmosphere anymore. That's not revenge. That's evolution. And the best part, they'll never see it coming until it's far too late. So let them whisper. Let them mock. Let them choke on the silence you serve like ice. Because while they rot in drama, you rise in discipline. while they scream for attention. You build an empire they'll never be invited to. Marcus Aurelius didn't chase vengeance. He became too powerful for vengeance to matter. And that, right there, is your final move. Become so untouchable, they can't even hurt your shadow. Now, if you felt this message in your soul, if you're ready to stop reacting and start ruling your world with calm precision, like this video, subscribe for more ruthless wisdom and drop a comment below saying, "I rise in silence." Because the real ones don't need to shout, they let their results echo for them. Until next time, stay sharp, stay silent, stay legendary.